Hello everyone, good afternoon, namaste, Jai Hind. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. I am Vikas Dahiya. I'll be taking session on time, speed, distance, right, part of our Quantitative Aptitude targeting 2023. ओके ये सीरीज हमने शुरू की थी जिसमें क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड टॉपिक वाइज वी विल डिस्कस, राइट, एक एक करके सभी टॉपिक डिस्कस करेंगे. सो टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस का एक सेशन मैंने लास्ट क्लास में लिया था, राइट. नाउ द सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस. ओके, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है, बहुत आसान है, राइट. वी विल डिस्कस क्वेश्चंस ऑन ट्रेन्स. Okay, so yes, we will discuss question today. If I talk about the agenda of today's session, right, yes, broadly you know time speed distance करेंगे, but time speed distance के अंदर भी questions on trains, right, trains crossing a person, train crossing a bridge, tunnel, okay, like that, train crossing a platform, or a question on boats and stream, right, downstream, upstream. Okay, broadly this. Otherwise we will take question randomly on average speed also. Okay, but average speed in the case of boats and stream, application of that. Okay, सेशन को अपने अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ भी शेयर कर दो, फटाफट से बता दिया करो सेशन स्टार्ट हो गया है, right, so that they can also join. Okay, you can just go through the question. First question I am starting with question on boat. So boats and stream. अगर मैं ब्रॉडली आपको थोड़ा सा आइडिया दे दूं, राइट, अगर नॉमेनक्लेचर का अगर आपको आइडिया दे दूं, लेट्स से स्पीड ऑफ बोट इन स्टिल वाटर. ओके, अगर स्टिल वाटर में बोट की स्पीड b है एंड स्पीड ऑफ करंट स्ट्रीम, आप करंट बोल लो, स्ट्रीम बोल लो, राइट, स्पीड ऑफ फ्लो, रिवर फ्लो. ओके, कई बार करंट बोल देते हैं, स्ट्रीम बोल देते हैं, रिवर फ्लो. सो लेट्स से एस. देन एक होती है डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड. सो डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड इज, राइट, लेट्स से डी विच इज इक्वल टू बी प्लस एस. और अपस्ट्रीम स्पीड इज लेट्स से यू विच इज बी माइनस एस. ओके, तो आप डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूले याद रखेंगे. फर्स्ट थिंग, राइट, डाउनस्ट्रीम अपस्ट्रीम आपको पता लग गया. इफ यू वांट टू कैलकुलेट स्पीड ऑफ बोट इन स्टिल वाटर और डाउनस्ट्रीम और अपस्ट्रीम आपको पता है, तो डी एंड यू का एवरेज, डाउनस्ट्रीम अपस्ट्रीम का एवरेज होता है स्पीड ऑफ बोट इन स्टिल वाटर. एंड स्पीड ऑफ स्ट्रीम निकालनी है तो उनके डिफरेंस बाय 2, दैट इज स्पीड ऑफ स्ट्रीम और स्पीड ऑफ करंट. If you know the speed of, right, downstream or upstream speed, if you know, right. Now the other thing is average speed. If you are traveling a certain distance, the distance is fixed, you are going downstream, coming back upstream, that means going at b plus s, coming at b minus s, right, the same distance, then your average speed is equal to b square minus s square by b, right. This is your average speed. Okay, b square minus s square by b, that will be your average speed. Okay, चलो, let's see. You can note down this. This is the right okay concepts for your downstream, upstream, boats and stream chapter. Okay, topic boats and stream. So these will be the fundas that will be used. Okay, now let's come back to this question. Right, जल्दी से question solve करते हैं. तो क्वेश्चन क्या है? बोटमैन गोज 2 किलोमीटर अगेंस्ट द करंट. अगेंस्ट द करंट मींस अपस्ट्रीम. तो अपस्ट्रीम कितनी स्पीड है? 2 किलोमीटर इन 1 आवर, सो दैट मीन्स 2 किलोमीटर पर आवर, ये अपस्ट्रीम स्पीड है. एंड गोज 1 किलोमीटर अलोंग द करंट, अलोंग द करंट मीन्स डाउनस्ट्रीम, तो डाउनस्ट्रीम क्या है 1 किलोमीटर इन 10 मिनट, 10 मिनट मीन्स 60 करोगे तो 1/6 और 6 ऊपर आ जाएगा, तो 6 किलोमीटर पर आवर. So if you know downstream and upstream, I told you can calculate B equal to D plus U by 2. So that means 6 plus 2 by 2. So boat speed in still water is 4 kilometer per hour. Now we want to go 5 kilometer in stationary water, right? 5 kilometer at a speed of 4. So that will be 1 hour and 1/4. That means 15 minutes. Right? So 1 hour and 15 minutes. Basically it is 1/4 hour. So 1/4 hour is 15 minutes. Right? So your answer is option C, 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay? So let's move to the next question. अगर कोई डाउट हो तो यू विल आस्क, कोई भी डाउट हो तो पूछना है, अदरवाइज आई एम मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. राइट, दीज आर वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन. जनरली बोर्ड्स एंड स्ट्रीम लोगों को मुश्किल लगता है, बट दिस इज सिंपलेस्ट इजी क्वेश्चन. ओके, वन मोर, दिस पर्टिकुलर कंसेप्ट आई विल टेल यू. राइट, कई बार ऐसे क्वेश्चन आते हैं वेयर अगर ट्रेन की स्पीड कुछ बढ़ा दें तो इतना जल्दी पहुंचेंगे, या ट्रेन की स्पीड को कम कर दें तो इतना लेट पहुंचेंगे. अगर वो स्पीड, जो चेंज इन द स्पीड अगर एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यूज में दिया है, एब्सोल्यूट टर्म्स में दिया है, यू कैन यूज दिस फॉर्मूला. राइट, एस इज फॉर स्पीड, एस प्लस और माइनस द चेंज इन द स्पीड, राइट, चेंज इन द टाइम टेकन, ओके, ओवर स्पीड, चेंज इन द स्पीड. राइट, इसी तरह you can equate with, basically this is the distance I am writing here, right? This is actually the distance traveled, right? So I can equate this to, but I can just calculate from 1 also, right, the distance. Now here if he moved 4 kilometer per hour faster, that means अगर वो 4 किलोमीटर की स्पीड बढ़ा देता, राइट, S1 is increase in the speed here, राइट, तो उसको क्या लगता है 30 मिनट लेस. तो ये 30 मिनट आप 30/60 लिख सकते हो यहां, राइट. एंड चेंज इन द स्पीड इज 4, चेंज इन द स्पीड इज 4. ओके, दूसरी तरफ इफ ही मूव 2 किलोमीटर पर आवर स्लोअर, तो स्लोअर होता तो S-2 हो जाता, अब उसको 20 मिनट्स ज्यादा लगते, तो चेंज इन द स्पीड इज 2, राइट. सो ये दोनों ही डिस्टेंस हैं, आप इसको कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो. देखो 60 मैं कैंसिल कर देता हूं, राइट, 2 से ये 10 हो गया, 10 का 0 यहां पे कैंसिल हो गया, तो इस 4 को आप यहां ले जाओ तो ये हो गया हमारा, S भी कैंसिल कर दिया मैंने, तो यहां पे आ गया, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करो, 3s plus 12 equal to 4s minus 8. So that means s equal to 20. राइट, s क्या है, स्पीड, द ओरिजिनल स्पीड जिससे चेंज कर रहे हो आप. ओके, तो अब अगर आपको डिस्टेंस चाहिए, डिस्टेंस, तो इस पूरे में पुट कर दो, राइट, एक केस में, तो दैट विल बी 20 स्पीड थी, 20 में वेरिएशन किया आपने 4 का, तो आपको 30 मिनट यानी कि 30/60, राइट, कम लगा, और यहां पे आपका स्पीड में वेरिएशन था 4. सो 30 into 2, 4 into 5 and 2 into 12. So 12 into 5, 60 kilometers. So 60 किलोमीटर आपका डिस्टेंस है. सी ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट आंसर. ओके, 60 किलोमीटर और सी ऑप्शन इज योर करेक्ट आंसर. ओके, राइट, ये फॉर्मूला आपको डायरेक्ट आंसर देने में हेल्प करेगा. ये फॉर्मूला अगर आप यूज करोगे डायरेक्ट आंसर दे पाओगे. Okay, और ऐसा ये common question है, right? I am just talking about the common questions. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Now, a train with 90 km per hour speed 90 km per hour crosses a bridge in 36 seconds. Right? एक चीज याद रखोगे आप 5-18 relationship, that is 18 km per hour is equal to 5 meter per second. Right? Generally, you will find your speed to be a multiple of 18 or multiple of 9. So if the speed in this question is 90 km per hour, that is 5 times, you multiply this by 5, that means it is 25 meter per second. Right? Otherwise, you can just remember the formula of 5 by 18. Otherwise, I generally think of 18 km per hour is always equal to 5 meter per second. So this 90 km per hour is actually 25 meter per second. So this is the speed and the time taken is 36. Time taken is 36 seconds. So that means it will travel a distance of 900 meters. This 900 meter, because it is crossing a bridge. So if it is crossing a bridge, it is length of the train plus length of the bridge. Okay. So length of the train plus length of the bridge equal to 900 meter. Okay. Now another train 100 meters shorter crosses the same bridge. Now the distance to be traveled, right? In this case, the distance to be traveled is, okay, so instead of 900 meter, because it was length of train plus length of bridge, now if train is 100 meters shorter, the total distance traveled will be 900 minus 100, 800 meter. Because length of train will be reduced by 100, bridge will be as it is, so the total length will reduce by 100 meter. So instead of 900 meter, now it will be 800 meter. And the speed is 45 km per hour, that is half. Initially it was 25 meter per second, now it is 25 by 2 meter per second. Time taken, we need to calculate time taken. So time taken will become now 25 into, this will be 32. So time is equal to 64 seconds, right? So it should be 64 seconds. So here we will have, I'm applying simple formula speed into time equal to distance. Only thing is, just remember that when a train crossing a point object, this point object may be a person, pole, tree, signal, right? Whenever train is crossing a point object, it will travel its own length. The distance traveled will be its own length. And whenever this train is crossing another object with length, right, which may be a bridge like in this case, or a tunnel or another train, right, anything, okay, so it may be platform, tunnel, bridge, another train. So when it is like this, it will cross this train, cross this platform like this. So length of train plus length of platform, that means length of both the object will be the distance traveled. Like in this case, I took length of train plus length of bridge to be the distance traveled. Okay. So let's move to the next one. A man rows 20 km upstream and back again to the starting point in 110 minutes. If the speed of the stream is 2 km per hour, then the speed of rowing in still water. Okay. So he's talking about B, where 20 km upstream, right, 20 km upstream. So upstream the speed will be B minus 2, right? And the same 20 km downstream, it will be B plus 2. And this is equal to 110 minutes. So I will convert it to hours. So this is the equation I want to calculate B, right? You can just check also by putting the value of B. Right, if you want to check before that, just rearrange this equation. Okay, just reset this equation like this, right? Cancel this 0, 0 and just take this denominator on the left hand side. So it will become 120 by B minus 2 and 120 by B plus 2, right? That is equal to 11. Now think of whatever you have the answers, right? You can check the answer for B, value of B. So look at first choice, B20. 20 minus 2, 18 is not a factor of 120. So leave it. don't check it right now. Okay, the second one, 22. 22 minus 2, 20. So 120 by 20 is 6. And 22 plus 2, 24. 120 by 24 is 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. Yes. So B is 22 is the correct answer. Right. So second option is the correct answer. I'm just checking the option, what value can fit in here. Right. So 120 because it is in the denominator. Right, or otherwise, right, what you could have done, I told you, if it is 20 kilometer going and 20 kilometer coming back, right, the average speed in this case, okay, the average speed in this case is going to be b square, right? What is b square? Okay, I don't know, I need to calculate that. B square minus s square, which is 2 square 4 over b, and that is equal to average speed. Now average speed is 20 kilometer, right, going and 20 kilometer coming back. So total it is 40 kilometer, right, 40 kilometer in 110 minutes. So when I convert 110 minutes into hours, so it will be this. So this is the average speed. If I calculate the average speed, total distance by total time, right, that will be the average speed. Okay. So I have calculated the average speed in this manner, b square minus s square by b, right? That is my average speed, and that I have taken like this. Okay, so but this will make it a quadratic. Okay, so here I will get a quadratic, that is 240 by 11. If I take 11 here, so it will become 11b square minus 44 equal to 240b, right? Which is 11b square minus 240, right, minus 240b and minus 44 equal to 0, right? Whenever the product is negative, this is the difference, 240 should be the difference, and here the product should be 11 and 44, right? I know the answer is 22, right? So one of the value will be 22. Okay, this is 11 and 44 now. So it is 22 into 2. 22 into 22 it is getting, right? Okay, just tell me, if I want my one value to be 22 and it is 11 and 11 into 22. Okay, just think of this value, 242. So just take the first value to be 242. Just see, if I factorize it like this, that 11 into 22, right, into 2. So that means 242 and 2. So the difference will be 240. So I will make the factor as 242 and 2 by, now one positive factor will be the bigger one, by 11 by 11. So this will be negative, this will be positive, this I will reject, and this will be 22 kilometer per hour. But this is difficult. Solving a quadratic here is difficult, whereas simple equation I will check the options and then can get the answer very easily. Right? Okay, otherwise also I am just telling you that there also the formula is correct, but the thing is here it will take time. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Okay, next question is on ratios, the question on races. Okay, now if A beat B, it is written that A, B and C, there are three runners. So if A travel X, A is beating B by 15, that means B is traveling X minus 15 in the same time. So this is the speed ratio, you can say. Right, and A is beating C by 29 meter, that means C is traveling X minus 29 in the same time. But when B and C are running the same course together, same race, right, B wins by 15 meter, that means when B runs X, C is running X minus 15, right? Okay, now this speed ratio must be same. That means X minus 15 by X minus 29 must be same as X by X minus 15. So if you cross multiply here, it will be X square. Okay, this is X minus 15 by X minus 29. Yes. So x square plus 225 minus 30x is equal to, here it is x square minus 29x. So x square cancel with x square, 30x if you get here, x is 225 is your correct answer, right? X is the length of the race. The length of the race is 225 meter because when A runs 225, B is running 15 meter less, that is 210. And if B runs 210, C is running only 225 minus 29, so it will be 196, right? So the same ratio it will be 225. The thing is, the ratio of 225 and 210, this will be same as 210 is to 196. This ratio must be same, right? You can see 15 into 15, 15 into 14. So here 14 into 14, 14 into 15. So the ratio is same in both the cases. That's why it is correct. Okay, so otherwise you can solve that. It is not even quadratic. X square is, okay, we can see that x square, but x square get cancelled out. It is simple linear equation. Okay, it is a linear equation, not a quadratic, so you can solve easy. So let's move to the next one. A metro runs at a speed of 90 km per hour. Okay, I told you 90 km per hour is 18 into 5. So 5 into 5, it is 25 meter per second. It crosses a signal pole. When it crosses a signal pole, that means speed into 10 time 10 second, right? It is 250 meter is the length of the metro. Oh, it was very, very simple. Super easy question. He is just asking the length of the metro train. I told you it is speed into time equal to distance, and when a train crossing a pole, right, it is crossing its own length. That means length of the metro is nothing but speed into time. Speed you need to convert it to meter per second, which is, I told you, 18 km per hour equal to 5 meter per second. So easily can be answered, right? Super duper easy question. Okay, next one. This is a logical question. This is a good question, but easy one, but good question. A man takes 6 hours 15 minutes in walking a distance and riding back. So what he is doing is, right, is going, okay, walking, but coming back riding, right? Okay. So let's say, I'm just telling you the simple way that let's say walking he is taking A time. I'm talking about time taken. Let's say in walking he is taking A time, in riding he is taking B time, right? So this is the first case he is given that A plus B, that total time taken is 6 hours and 15 minutes. Okay. In the second case, he is saying he could walk both ways. So he go walking, coming back walking. So A here, because both ways he is walking, right? So that means 2A is given as 7 hours and 45 minutes, right? Okay. Now he's talking about 2B, right? Riding both ways. So he's talking about 2B. So 2A is this, that means A is half of this. 7 hour half is 3 hour 30 minutes and half of this is 22. So 3 hour and 52.5 minutes. 3 hours and 52.5 minutes. Okay, if half of 7 hour 45 minutes. And when you have A plus B, that means B will be 6 hour 15 minutes minus 3 hour 52.5 minutes. So 15 and 7.5, 22.5 minutes, and this will be 5 minus 3, 2 hours. So this is B, but I want 2B because riding both ways. So I want the value of 2B. So 2B will be 2 into 2, 4 and 22.5, 45. So 4 hour 45 minutes would be my answer. Right? देखो, ये values half करना है, double करना है, that is secondary thing. That calculating is secondary thing. First thing is logical. That he has given A plus B, right? Walking and riding. So A and B, A plus B. Now he is given also the 2A, walking. So 2A also given. If 2A given, A you can calculate. And if A plus B given and A is calculated, so B can be calculated. right? So you can calculate A as well as B. Now he want 2B because he is riding both ways. So 2B you can calculate. Okay, right? Yes, A option is the correct answer. 4 hours 45 minutes, right? If there is any doubt, you can ask. Let's move to the next question. Now, person A and B residing 5 kilometers apart decide to meet on the way by walking towards each other's residence. A walks at a speed of 5 km per hour and B does so at 4 km per hour. A started 10 minutes after B. Okay, just see. From here, A is starting. From here, B is starting. But B already 10 minutes earlier B started because A is starting B after 10 minutes after B. So that means if B is traveling at 4 km per hour in 10 minutes. So 10 minutes is 10 by 60 of, right, 4, 1/6 of 4 he will travel. So he has already traveled 2 by 3 kilometers. So 2 by 3 kilometers he has already traveled, right? So total was 5 kilometers. Total was 5 kilometer. Now 5 minus 2 by 3, that is 13 by 3 kilometer is left. Okay. And now both are moving. Now both are moving. Right. But the question is, for how long will B walk before meeting A? Okay. So that means now 13 by 3 kilometer is to be covered by, right, both relative speed of 5 plus 4. So that means 13 by 3 into 1 by 9 or 13 by 27, right? This much hours. Okay. But the thing is, okay, 13 by 27 I can calculate, right? If I want to convert it into minutes, so into 60. So this will become 3 into 9, 3 into 20. So it is 260 by 9. So approximate how many minutes? 9 into 2. 1880, 9 into 9, approximate 29 minutes. But the thing is, okay, Sarthak modules, okay, for you are talking about the course content, right? While you are taking course, everything will be provided. Okay, otherwise you can talk at helpline number. Okay, you just put the comment. Okay, you are saying 29, but the answer is not 29. Answer should be 39 because he is talking about B. B already traveled 10 minutes earlier also. So 29 plus 10, 39 minutes should be the answer. 39 minutes should be the answer. Right? Because he is talking about B. And B already traveled 10 minutes and then 29 minutes it is taking, right? So 10 plus 29, A will be traveling for 29 minutes, but B will be traveling for 39 minutes, right? 10 minutes early also. Okay, so 10 plus 29, 39 should be the correct answer. Okay, right? So sometimes these kind of mistakes we make. राइट ये अवॉइड करनी है बिकॉज ये तो बिल्कुल ही मतलब एक्सपेक्टेड है कि वो 29 भी ऑप्शन में देगा. Okay, let's move to the next one. Now, a boat covers a certain distance downstream in 1 hour while it comes back in 1.5 hours. If the speed of the stream be 3 km per hour, what is the speed of the boat in still water? Okay, so it's very simple, I think, right? If he is saying, right, just see that if he is saying downstream and upstream, time taken as 1 hour and 1.5 hour, which is the 2:3 ratio. So ratio of the speed will become 3:2. If the time taken ratio is 2:3, speed ratio will be 3:2, right? If downstream and upstream, so if you take boat and stream also, so this will become 3 plus 2 by 2, right? Because boat is downstream plus upstream by 2, still water. So this will be 2.5 and this will be 0.5. Okay. Now the speed of the stream is 3. This is given as 3 km per hour. Right. So speed in still water is 5 times. So 5 times of this. So this will become 15 km per hour. So 15 km per hour should be the answer. Right. If this is into 6, so this also is into 6. Because 0.5x, you can write it as x, 3x, 2x, 2.5x and 0.5x. If 0.5x is 3, so 2.5x will be 15. Right? Boat to stream ratio will be 5:1. Right? Or 2.5:0.5. One and the same thing. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Now, a motorist travels to place 150 km away at an average speed of 50 km per hour and returns at 30 km per hour. Find out the average speed. Simple. The formula is 2uv over u plus v. This is the average speed when the distance is same. Distance is constant. Right? Distance is constant. Right? Speeds are different. Speeds are u and v. Then the average speed is 2uv over u plus v. So you will directly put 2 into 50 into 30 by 50 plus 30, which is 80. So 80, 0 cancelled, 2 into 4, right? Rather you can cancel here also 25. So 75 by 2, which is 37.5 km per hour. C option is the correct answer, right? 37.5 km per hour. So simply we are applying the formula. No, nothing, right? Logical, simple. You can just put the formula and get the answer. 2uv over u plus v, right? Which is harmonic mean. If you know, okay, those arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. This is the formula for harmonic mean. 2uv over u plus v. Okay. The next one is, if a 180 meter long train passes a person running at a speed of 8 km per hour in the opposite direction in 6 seconds, it will pass another person running at 10 km per hour in the same direction in. Okay, just see. Because train is passing a person, the distance must be the length of the train. Okay. So if it is, let's say the speed of the train is x. Speed of the train is x. And because this person 8 km per hour in the opposite direction, so it will become x plus 8. But this is in kilometer per hour, so I will convert it to meter per second. Now this is taking 6 seconds. So this is the length of the train, which is 180 meter, right? So this becomes 6 into 3, 5 into 36, 36 into 3, 108, x equal to 108 minus 8, 100. So x is 100 km per hour, sorry, 100 km per hour. Because x I have taken kilometer per hour speed. Okay. Now it will pass another person running at 10 km per hour. Okay. Let's see. In the same direction. Now it will become 100 minus 10 km per hour into 5 by 18. Time taken I want to calculate now. And the distance I know is the length of the train, which is 180 meter. Right. Okay. So this is 90. 18 into 5. 90. So T is 180 by 25. 5 I can cancel. 36 by 5 is 72. 7.2, right, seconds. So 7.2 seconds, C option should be the correct answer. Right, 7.2 second would be the correct answer. Okay. Right, first you will calculate the speed of the train, then you will put the speed of the train and you can calculate the time taken in the second case. Okay, these are good questions. a car travels from A to B at 40 km per hour, 1 3/4 hour later. Okay, that is quarter to 2. Another car starts from A and traveling at 48 km per hour reaches B 15 minutes before the first car. The distance from A to B. Okay, so here the thing is that the first car already started at 40 km per hour and it already traveled for 1 3/4, which is 7/4 hours. That means it has already traveled 70 kilometers, right? So the gap between them already traveled 70 kilometers. This is, and he is saying that the second car, okay, second car, right, reaches B 15 minutes before the first car. Okay, so that means that it will take 15 more minutes, right? 15 more minutes for this car. First thing is that if they reach simultaneously, then it is easy, right? Then you can simply say that this 70 kilometer you need to cover here, right? But now it is saying that it reaches 15 minutes before. So you can simply say this one also, that D, any distance, total distance is, let's say D, I want to calculate, right? By, let's say first car, the traveling was 40 km per hour, right? It is traveling at 40 km per hour. Okay, rather I will say D minus 70, right? D minus 70, because 70 it has already traveled, right? In the first 1 3/4 hours, that is quarter to 2 hours. Now this has already traveled 70, so D minus 70/40, this time taken, right? This time taken plus 15 minutes, right? Plus 15 minutes, it will take 15 minutes more. Okay, 15 minutes, I've converted it to hours. This will be equal to the distance, entire distance covered at 48 km per hour. Okay, so this will be, or I have written something wrong, because it is taking 15 minutes more, right? So it is because that has reached 15 minutes before, so you need to add this 15 on the other side. Sorry, so you need to add this 15 on the other side, because here you will add 15 minutes, because after that 15 minutes, right, this car will reach. Okay, so that means this will become, you can check from here, first easy value, let's check 480. Okay, so 480 minus 70, it will become 410/40. Okay, that is 41/4, and this is 1/4, so minus 1/4, so it will become 40/4, and this is 40/4 is 10, and this is 480/48 is also 10. So D is 480 is the correct answer. You can just check 410 minus this as 480/48, right? This is also 10 and this is also 10, 10 equal to 10, so this is correct, right? You can just check. Otherwise you can just take on the left side and then you take the LCM and solve it. Okay, that can be done, but checking the value is very easy, because options are there, you can check the values, right? So here you can make this equation, very simple equation, that D minus 70/40, right? Because 70 it has already traveled, and that at a speed of, remaining distance at a speed of 40, it is taking 15 more minutes than the faster car. Okay, faster car covering the entire distance at 48 km per hour is taking 15 minutes lesser than, right, this D minus 70 at 40. Okay, so yes, this was the last question of the day, and you can okay, comment, you can put your doubts in the comment section, whatever you have, right? अगर कोई डाउट है तो पक्का कमेंट सेक्शन में करें, अदरवाइज वीडियो को शेयर कर दिया करें, अच्छा लगे तो लाइक करें, राइट? और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब पक्का कर लें, राइट? हम कंटिन्यू रखेंगे ये सीरीज, Quant के सारे topic wise we will discuss all the type of questions, right? Those are expected in these kind of exams, right? All BBA entrance exam. So thank you. See you in the next session. Bye bye. Namaste. Jai Hind. Thank you.